the Aam Aadmi Party, who had taken the legal route against the Delhi ordinance, now we are told that the Supreme Court will be taking up this plea when it comes to the control of the services in the national capital, nearly 2 months after the centre introduced an ordinance on the same. Remember this ordinance that has become a bone of contention between the centre and the Delhi Sarkar, not just because it could dilute the Delhi government's control over the transfer of powers and when it comes to the postings as well of bureaucrats, but also when it comes to the fact that it was introduced just a week after the Delhi government's big win in the Supreme Court. Now, the Delhi government has argued that the ordinance completely sidelines the elected government and that the ordinance attempts to reverse the court's ruling, which they say amount to direct overruling or review. Now, the Delhi Sarkar been saying that this was effectively allowed the centre to completely take over the governance in the national capital and also give added powers even when it comes to the lieutenant governor. Let me go across to Mohit now. Mohit, when it comes to the last meeting that had been taking place, here we are told that as we were discussing about the participation of the Aam Aadmi Party in the Bengaluru meeting that is going to take place, but when it comes to the legal fight that it has taken, we are told that Supreme Court today will be taking up the matter once again.
Well, yes, Amita, fast-paced developments are taking place. On one hand, we have the opposition meeting that will take place today and tomorrow in Bengaluru, and now the Aam Aadmi Party yesterday after the PAC meeting and after Congress clearing the stand on the ordinance, that the Congress stated that they will be opposing the ordinance. Aam Aadmi Party will be part of this particular meeting. On the other hand, Supreme Court today will be hearing the petition filed by Kejriwal government seeking a stay on ordinance brought in by the central government, restoring its power and authority over Delhi Service Department, that is control over posting and transfer of bureaucrats. And we know how after the ordinance was brought in by the central government, the Aam Aadmi Party, Arvind Kejriwal, came out and they basically stated that this is against the Supreme Court's ruling. The central government is trying to impose their laws above the Supreme Court, and hence they earlier also stated that they will be moving to the Supreme Court. So it will be very interesting to see that what exactly comes out of the Supreme Court. And on the other hand, we have
हियरिंग में सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने नोटिस इशू करा था सेंटर को और बताया गया था कि अगले हफ्ते तक ये मुद्दा फिर से उठाया जाएगा। लेकिन अगर हम बात करें दिल्ली सरकार की कि इसी ऑर्डिनेंस के ऊपर अगर वो एक मत जुटाने की अगर कोशिश में जारी है, बताया जा रहा है कि काफी लीडर्स अब बेंगलुरु मीटिंग में भी शामिल होने वाले हैं क्योंकि अब उन्हें बताया जा रहा है कांग्रेस पार्टी का साथ मिलेगा। धन्यवाद आपका मोहित हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए। So those updates that have been coming in at this point, the ordinance meanwhile has united almost the entire opposition in a way that only few other issues could have possibly done. Even when it comes to Arvind Kejriwal, who has also met leaders from the opposition parties across the country seeking their support to defeat this ordinance, especially in the upper house. But interestingly, the Congress party, which long did not take the Aam Aadmi Party side on the issue, has finally relented on Sunday, just 24 hours ahead of the opposition party meeting that will be taking place later in the day in Bengaluru.
कांग्रेस पार्टी हमेशा संघीय ढांचे पर हमलों के खिलाफ रही है। वो तमिलनाडु के गवर्नर करें, वो किसी और राज्य में जहां क्षेत्रीय दलों की सरकार हो या कांग्रेस की सरकार हो, जैसे कि बंगाल में कोशिश की गई, हम हमेशा उसका विरोध करते आए हैं। उसी सिलसिले में, उसी कड़ी में दिल्ली के खिलाफ जो अध्यादेश केंद्र सरकार ला रही है, हम उसका विरोध कर रहे हैं। और ये बात हमने 1 महीने पहले भी कही थी कि संसद सत्र के ठीक पहले जब हमारी पार्लियामेंट्री स्ट्रैटेजी ग्रुप की मीटिंग होगी, उसमें हम अपनी बात सार्वजनिक करेंगे, अपना स्टैंड सार्वजनिक करेंगे। तो हमारा स्टैंड बिल्कुल क्लियर है कि संघीय ढांचे पर हमलों को हम बर्दाश्त नहीं करेंगे, हम उसका विरोध करेंगे।
Yeah, obviously that ordinance cannot be supported because it is completely going against the federal structure of our country, trying to undermine states. So, and the way BJP has been behaving is trying to usurp power, centralize power, control everything from Delhi, and weaken all the states, especially opposition-ruled states. What K.C. Venugopalji has said is a step in the right direction.
Well, the Congress party, they're relenting and now giving its support to the Aam Aadmi Party. It only means, however, when it comes to the Congress party, is it a compromise or more when it comes to the reluctance that has come on part of the Congress party to extend its hand or its support to the Aam Aadmi Party? Well, remains to be seen later in the day. We will be standing by for all the updates as many of the top leaders will be reaching Bengaluru. Back after a short break.